Just call it number one, I guess. Okay, we're in. Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it before you wreck it, and you wreck it like you check it.
Hello.
Yeah,
It's working.
it's working. What up, YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the
Wait.
Cosmic Commune.
All right, yeah, it's working. It's working.
Yeah. Okay, let me do that intro again. What's up, YouTube? This is the Cosmic Commune here with Prometheus and Venom. Venom is okay for a bit, but once you guys get introduced to him, you guys are gonna be on a whole new wave, bro.
Hey guys, welcome in.
So yeah, in Cosmic Commune, the server with me, Prometheus, and Venom, we're always live. We're always here to interact and engage and expel the wisdom we have of Cosmic Commune. So you may ask to yourself, what is the Cosmic Commune? Well, Prometheus, you mind telling our viewers what the Cosmic Commune is?
So basically, we learn a few different sectors of life, and it encompasses our entire worldview. So here's what those are: scientific pantheism, which is the study of the natural sciences and what Spinoza and Albert Einstein believed. Marxism principles, Marxist theory, eco politics, um, political discussion, and scientific typology. So typology is structures for the consciousness, for consciousness.
Yes. So here we teach people the things that really shape our reality. We try to look at it from less of a dogmatic and superstitious lens, and we try to look at reality in a more practical lens that actually affects our day-to-day existence rather than how we just wish to see it individually. Because what matters more than an individual perspective is actually the collective perspective. Yes, the individual sometimes helps the collective depending on where the collective goes wrong. But if we all cannot embrace this reality, then that reality that you see yourself is not really the truth. Now, that being said, with typology systems, we do MBTI, the Enneagram, especially the Enneagram. If you want to get typed out in tri-type, tri-centers. Yeah, I'm not trying to get sued. If you want to learn at tri-centers, and if you want to learn deeper lens into the Enneagram and personality types, maybe Big Five as well, to definitely come in to the Cosmic Commune. We could type you out. We could expel why we think capitalism is outdated and we need to move forward capitalism and eventually in the future have actual communism. And we could teach you why we think scientific pantheism, seeing the natural world, and understanding philosophy, psychology, and the natural biology and neuroscience and quantum physics and physics itself, and all of these things make you understand better our reality and the thing that we actually want to worship as God, which is this reality and what we live in, and we don't know anything outside of it. So to think God is outside of all of reality is just pure guessing and hypothesis, and we don't actually know this reality. And you can study this reality, and the more you understand this reality, the more you understand this thing called God. And I don't think it's a creator, but we could get into that for other lessons. So, welcome to Cosmic Commune. Anything you want to tell the folks, Prometheus?
Is there anyone in here? Is there anyone in the stream?
Oh, no, but this is going to be seen by people when we
Oh yes,
leave
that is
the
true.
video. Yes.
All right. So whoever is here now, hearing me now, hear me now, because you are witnessing history, you see. ENFJ, 7 wing 8, ENFP, 4W fucking
5.
5, yeah. And then fucking, we know this shit, this reality shit, this shit we call reality like the back of our hands. And we know truth well, and we're really fucking funny. And this is the start of something
Yes.
larger than life. This is a momentum
Yes.
and a movement towards greatness. So welcome in, motherfucker, you piece of shit. I'm joking. You guys are cool. You guys are cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um. Okay.
You guys are
So
smart, man.
some points I like to talk about for anyone who's listening this far into the video. Congratulations, you made it this far. And there's a link in the description to the server itself on Discord, and you could come in, you could join, meet us. We're always quite active. We watch
Listen, if you
UFC
think
together
you're
sometimes.
smart, come on in and challenge me and Comrade to a duel in the marketplace of ideas.
Yeah, so we watch UFC sometimes. We watch movies, indie music, and like chill ass music, and like traditional music. And what else do we do? What else do we? Oh, we watch TV
Everything.
shows. Watching Pluribus recently, and we're watching the new season, and we're into like a lot of cool shit. If you want to like vibe with us, you can definitely vibe with us. If you're into like similar worldviews or want to learn from us, that's cool. What else? Okay, and I do want to say, we're not really into like that new age shit, like that tarot card, astral projection, crystal healings and chakras and like all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, this might not be the
You will
place for
get
you to
crushed.
start your
You will
views.
get
Yeah, you're
crushed.
gonna get yeah. So, but if you're like into science and you're into like Marxism or you're into like just personality types, definitely a place where you could vibe with people and you could like learn stuff. Or if you're just into like geeky culture, that's cool too. What else can I say about
If you
cosmic
can be
comm?
intellectual with us, we can be intellectual with you.
Um, so yeah, here's a quote by Albert Einstein: "A human being is part of the whole, called by us the universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts, his feelings, as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening the circle of understanding and compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty." Albert Einstein. Again, the whole point is to move away from an individual ego perspective of me, I, my greater sense of self, my country, my family, my generational wealth, my great grandchildren who should live better than everyone else. This is an egoic, self-centered kind of view. Spinoza called this view under the aspect of time, subspecies duratonus. Or I butchered that, but whatever. And then there's the opposite point of view, which is subspecies aeternitatis, and that is the aspect of eternity. And that aspect is the more universal view, where you connect yourself with all of existence itself, all of life itself, and all of humanity itself, and you don't separate yourself from the totality of all that is. You see yourself as an integrate part of all of existence. But that doesn't mean like you just get a huge ego complex and you start thinking like, oh, I'm all of existence, powerful and strong, and existence bows down to me or something like that. It means you understand you're a part of this nature, and every other part of nature is playing its role, and you're here meant to play your role. And this is why Marxism comes in. And once you realize what that value is of having that universal perspective, it's like, oh, I don't need to just care for myself. I need to care for all of the ecosystem, all of the environment. I need to care for all of animal species on this planet and all of life on this planet. for it seems like a delicate structure, but there might be more universes with abundance of life. We don't know. We're yet to find it, but sources say most likely. But for the most part, 100%, you gotta uh, you have that more universal perspective, have that more step with the universal truths rather than your individual subjective truths. You're trying to come to an objective, universal truth that is a core foundation, that is a grounding, that it will be true no matter what planet it's on, right? And no matter if you're on some alien species planet, no matter if you're in another multiverse in this thing, if your truth does not apply there, it doesn't apply at all. Because in the end of the day, it's all going to be this fundamental truth that we're all living to survive. We're all living single cell organisms that have clung together and created more complex forms of life. And they're trying to evolve the best version that could survive long enough to reproduce, to copy their cells, to go on and on. That is a universal fundamental truth that you will find on every single universe, wherever life is. It will be made of single cells. It will be building more complex forms of life, like plants and bacteria and fungi and its own versions of insects, grazers and predators and all that kind of stuff that we have here that makes an ecosystem of single cells like actually thrive and become something else that uses other things for energy. That are fundamental truths. Those are universal truths that you cannot take away. But a truth like chakras, for example, can an insect feel chakras? Can a dust mite feel chakras? It's like it has to be applied universally or it doesn't work.
Yeah, dude. Like, imagine telling like a fucking microbe that life is just suffering.
Yeah, exactly. 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 That's a good point. A lot of these Buddhist people, that's another good point. A lot of these Buddhist people and all these enlightened people say life is suffering, or this is just a test of God. This is just a middle ground of purgatory where you're being tested by the holy up above creator or whatever it is, or life is just suffering and you're trying to receive liberation, you're trying to reach heaven, and the end goal is death. The end goal is dying. You know, they don't like this reality. They don't like living. And so they say life is suffering and we're all supposed to like escape this suffering and life is bad. But how do you know life is suffering? Contrast it with if your perspective is life is just suffering, you don't know a life that is not suffering, that is not just suffering. Like you don't know what that life is because there's nothing to compare that to. There's no other thing to compare. So as equally as you could say life is suffering, you could say life is not suffering. Life is life is amazing. Life is a beautiful, wonderful thing. But they're so pessimistic. They hate being alive so much. All these cultist people in religions, they hate being alive so much that they want to die. They all want to die. Really, they don't want to be here. They don't appreciate life. If you gave them the chance to be reincarnated as a human being, even though this is the kingdom of God, this is everything. This is the be all and end all. This is all there is to reality. There's nothing beyond this. And it's so special, it's so important, but they all gonna take it for granted because they're just like, oh, it's just meaningless suffering. Oh, it's just a bother. It's such a bother life. Which is absolutely ridiculous because it's definitely not. And anything that seems like suffering for one person could obviously seem more like pleasurable for another.
Yeah, man. So don't think too individualistically. We're all about thinking collectively, leaving humanity behind a better place when we're gone. We don't matter. We don't give a fuck whether we die or live. We just want to
Yeah.
leave a better world behind
Yes.
for you motherfuckers.
A better world for future generations is the main thing. Don't look for your self-interest. Don't look for your self fulfillment. We already got fucked over. We're living in a world of capitalism where the incentive is just look out for yourself, hungry hippos, fuck everyone else, just amass your greatest wealth, amass your greatest income. Who cares about the rest of the world? That is the world we're living in. That is what we have right now. That should be our main focus. Our main focus is, yes, religion is an issue, religion is a problem, good of the masses, and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I guess people could have their views. Sorry to say this so bluntly. Dumb people are always going to be dumb. They're always going to find something to be stupid about, believing in ghosts or dragons or Tooth Fairy or Loch Ness Monster or chasing around Bigfoot. Whatever it is, dumb people are going to be dumb. And you can't save them all. You can't save them all. But they're always going to find something to fall into. But in the end of the day, the main struggle, the main is being alive. No, not everyone needs to know the truth. We think everyone should know the truth. Not everyone needs to know it. Really, not everyone needs to know it. Those people who have the inclination to know truth, those people have the awareness. Yes, let them find truth, right? But you could bring the animal to the river, but you cannot make it drink, right? You could bring them, you could guide them to the thing, but you can't make them drink. And that's because they're stupid. Some people are just stupid, and they're just going to be the way they are. They're going to have their own opinions and have their own worldview outlook. They don't want to be whatever. It's if they don't want to be limited, or if they don't want to be whatever, and they just will cling to those things out of fear or whatever it is. But that being said, the main thing we should be driving towards, the main thing we should be trying to actually achieve is socialism, is a more fair, equitable system for all human beings. So once they have all their needs met, they don't have to be living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have to be living moment after moment. These people are living moment to moment, just handling day to day to day, just trying to get through the day and see another day and hopefully see another day. That's the mass majority of how human beings are living. They don't have time for philosophy. They don't have time for education. They don't have time for learning anything or even getting near truth because they're so busy and occupied with constantly just trying to survive. So if we could end that, if we could fix that, a lot more human beings will have a lot learning history, learning philosophy, learning psychology, learning natural sciences like biology, evolution, all that kind of stuff. Cellular molecules and all that kind of things. And again, I could go on, but I already said it earlier. And then so a lot more people will get a lot more smarter if we have socialism. And there's no point in running around trying to teach stupid people the truth when the system itself and the material conditions around us are designed to make people dumb and to have dumb people who don't know how to critically think, who don't know how to be evidence-based, who don't know how to value concepts without actually agreeing or believing in one. So he's back. And that is definitely the main concern is like we have to stop stupidity, but the only way we can stop stupidity is changing the system because the system is designed to make stupid people, and you're never gonna free anyone and bring the truth if most people are stupid because you could spell out the truth, you could write a book and like show it in their faces, but a stupid person would just reject it and be like, nah, I don't buy it. So this is the type of things you could learn at Cosmic Commune. I am Big Yapper who could yap all day. Prometheus is also pretty big yapper. And there's Venom who is very cool and chill. But if you ever looking into learning about why the world works the way it does, if you ever seek deeper truth and understanding, and you want to really know the truth for what it is under the views of eco-automationist Marxists, or just Marxism and socialism in general, and scientific pantheism and typology systems, especially the Enneagram, come to Cosmic Commune. We are all friends here. Anything you want to add for me, this?
Yo, if y'all watched up to here, you're probably smart, actually. So you probably are open-minded and have a good mind. So you should go down to that description and join the Discord and join a VC with us and have a communication with us, have a talk with us. See, you
Yes.
are smart,
Don't.
because if you're smart, then you could talk with us on here and fucking stream with us. So
You could help grow this community.
yeah.
We could all help uplift each other and make each other smarter, more vigilant people, and have better quality of conversations than you could really get in real life. So that being said, yes, don't just leave a comment. Go in the description, hit the link, and come in and join. Come talk to us. Let us know if you found us tubes to the YouTubies. We're gonna definitely start uploading more. Maybe you could be a part of one of the episodes if you like. So yeah, this was episode 1 of Cosmic
Just be
Commune.
smart. Be smart, guys. Be smart.
Don't be dumb. No dummies.
Widen your mind and perspective. Expand your awareness. And
All
come
right.
be a Marxist with us.
How do we sign off? What do we say for signing off?
Until next time, see you boys soon.